Happy Wfucac.
Wonderful Wfucac to all you beautiful people.
A very wonderful Wfucac.
Wonderful Wfucac.
Unique traditions that reflect Canada's diversity.
May all your hams
May all your ham
May all your ham be gas.
be gas.
be gas.
Sacks of potatoes and chainmail with piss. Ham that is gas and old ladies on the roof. It's the fourth year of Wfucac and everything is great. Wfucac is back. I can't wait. Welcome to Wfucac. And now your hosts, Rhys and Jesse.
Wonderful Wfucac Day 13. Rhys is
Wonderful
putting his
Wfucac.
hand out as if he wants to hold hands.
No,
Do
I
you
was just
wanna-
leaning
do you
on
wanna-
my
do you
hands
wanna-
warm and I was putting it on
do
the
you
cold
wanna-
table.
you sure
I don't
you
want
don't
to.
wanna- you know what?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. How was your backwards night?
Backwards night.
Oh yeah,
was-
welcome back everyone from we're now back from behind the paywall, where people who don't pay can now enjoy another day of free content. So Jesse, how was backwards night for you last night?
wasn't as horrifying as it normally is. I made sure not to eat anything during the entire day because you know what happens during backwards night if that happens. So I just basically watched reruns of Seinfeld backwards, which was
Cool.
very confusing, but not as confusing as you'd might think. Honestly, I kind of got the plots.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Nothing
It's just-
happens. Honestly,
I disassembled my children's Lego sets.
I'm really glad you said.
Yeah, they got
Lego
a lovely
sets.
display shelf with all their Lego sets they're proud of, and we just took them all apart and put them back in the little plastic bags and sealed them up back in the boxes.
Did they cry?
They didn't have a choice. It's Wfucac.
All children must
All
cry.
children must comply. Okay, cool. Should we get on with the content? Although you did say you had a horrible story. This is
During-
this
during-
great exposition.
Yeah.
Jesse said he had a horrible story.
I had to go
share
for a walk
that should
last
either
night.
be with a therapist or this audience. So
I went to go get a pizza. Although why you do that on backwards night, it's beyond me. And I'm walking home. It's like it's after midnight. This actually happened. It's like -5 last night, and there's a large man on the other side of the street, and he's just staring at me. Just standing there, it's just staring. And so I, being brazen, stop and I stare back at him. And we're just kind of staring at one another for like 10 seconds. And then he slowly walks over to a nearby tree and hides behind the tree, but then like peeks out around the side, like half of his body.
whatever game you were playing, he just won.
Well, I guess, sure, if you want to call this a game, because I notice what he starts doing next, which is full on jacket it. Just like, oh yeah, in -5 degree weather, just whipping it out. And
Well, so he was peering at you from behind a tree while shaking the turkey.
Yep, choking the chicken,
Yeah.
polishing the bishop. Yeah, he's just, yeah.
What did you do?
I
Did you cross the road?
I loudly said, "What the hell are you doing?" And he immediately took off. He immediately just started. I don't know if he said sorry or what, but he just like turned.
He ran off with an erection.
Again, -5.
Pierce in the cold night air. Maybe he's just trying to warm his hands. Do you ever think about that?
So that happened to me last night. Then I went home and enjoyed pizza as best you can after that.
Just staring at a blank TV screen eating pizza.
Crying a little bit.
Oh, God. So for those of you who are keeping tabs and want to win the contest, today's letter is B. Do you want to, actually, this is
Hold on,
quite...
that was very anticlimactic. Can we?
Oh,
have
sorry.
a-
Okay, the letter B.
We need a sound.
Sound of a man behind a tree. Well, let it be.
Oh, God, Connor. Enjoy that one. The sound of a man behind a tree. Doing what? That's up to you, buddy.
Nobody knows.
Nobody.
It's best to leave it that way. So today's episode is all about the Love Party from Italy.
The Love Party.
Have you heard of the Love Party?
I have not.
It was co-founded.
It sounds like a delightful coincidence based on my story.
It does, yeah. I'll elaborate even further. So
good.
It's an Italian party co-founded on the 12th of July, 1991 by porn stars Moana Pozzi and Leona Stoller.
Wow. Okay.
So
were they heavily invested in creating fuck factories as well?
I don't know, but they were actually. This is quite interesting. So
Okay.
they were quite legendary in Italy for what their careers. So Leona was the first. Her breasts were the first ever breasts to be bared on live Italian TV in 1978. So she was famous for that. I don't believe that the Italians waited that long, but
Finally, we know what breasts look like.
And Moana, or Mona, I think it's Mona.
How do you spell it?
Moana. Mona.
That sounds like Mona. Moana would be two N's.
She was starred in films such as Fantastica Mona and also Curve.
Oh, yeah, right. She's a porn star, so it would be Moan.
Yeah, there we go.
Obviously.
Curve Deliciose, which was delicious curves.
Can you say that with an Italian accent, please?
Curve Deliciosone.
That's actually... It's okay.
And she delicious
I
curves.
can't make fun of you as much as I wanted to.
And this is actually it's so funny. This lines up with your story. So, Delicious Curves was a stage show, a live show where naked models would masturbate on stage.
Oh my god, this is crazily coincidental.
I know. Maybe he's a former cast member, just trying to get back in the game.
Yeah, it's that was just him asking for work. That was
So Mona, basically, she was famous for causing scandal on TV. She used
like
to,
exposing her bare breasts.
she'd turn up naked or just wearing like a transparent veil. She was featured in magazines and newspapers, and she was kind of like a celebrity. But she was also appreciated for having a really distinctive intelligence, and she totally kind of defied the cliches of like people just valued her for her body. And she had a bunch of intellectuals, artists, and writers who liked to hang out with her because she was having a really impressive brain.
That's cool.
So she then
Excuse me.
decided to launch the Love Party. And so she ran for mayor of Rome in 1993, and before that she'd also run in the general election. And then at some point they decided on.
She ran for mayor. Or?
She ran for mayor and also to be in parliament. On 2 separate years.
Did she get in?
She didn't get in, no. But also, she had an alliance with a party called the Pensioners Party, which is basically the party that represented old people. So the Porn Party and the Old People Party teamed up, which is the greatest team up in political history.
Became the Lemon Party.
No.
Oh, that's a really good joke. I didn't even realize how good that was until it came out of my mouth.
I don't get it.
A lemon party is when elderly people get together and have like an orgy.
Okay.
It's called a lemon party.
I didn't know that.
But now because it's
That
political,
makes sense. That's a good joke. Well done.
Thank you.
Now you've explained it to me.
Now that I've explained the joke.
Well done. Structurally, it makes a lot of sense. It's very creative. However, sad. So Mona died on the 15th of September, 1994, at the age of 33 of liver cancer.
God! From what?
Liver cancer.
Oh man!
And the Love Party kind of hadn't taken part in any elections since 1994, and kind of vanished from the public eye. And
That's really sad. What was the Okay, continue. Sorry.
And it hasn't been officially dissolved, so it kind of exists, but it's kind of a sad ending. But
does it exist in like memoriam sort of thing? Like,
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I think it was very much built around her personality.
What was it? What did it stand for? Like, what were their values? And
I should have done that. That would have been good research, wouldn't it? Yeah, Wikipedia. So it was kind of counterculture. They wanted to legalize brothels and improve sex education in Italy. Was largely what they were talking about, which makes
Okay.
sense for the love party.
Yeah.
So-
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Well, that's got a sad ending.
It's kind of a sad ending.
33, man. That's young.
But she sounds like quite the character who burned brightly in Italian politics and porn. So, and thought.
Thank you,
There's
Reese.
3 things you can be very proud
That's
of.
very good.
Yeah. So, do you want to ask me what tonight is?
I do want to ask you what tonight is. Did we do the letter? We did.
We
Yes.
did do that. B. The sound of a man by the tree. B. So tonight is the night of warm smiles.
Oh my God, I love this night. This is so much fun.
Everyone has to have a warm smile on their face or they
Yeah.
get beaten silly. And the strongest person in the village is designated to be the beater of the night for the sad faces.
Yep.
And there's a special alarm system, and they have like a 1980s pager on them. So if someone messages to let them know that someone has failed to give out a warm smile, then they're on call 24/7 to beat them up until the smile returns.
Right. So if you tonight, Reese, as an example, if you're standing around the living room with your entire family, not doing anything, by the way, just standing still and warmly smiling at each other. If you notice that one of your family members isn't smiling as warmly, it's your duty to page.
Report them.
Yeah, to report them, and then leave your door wide open and just wait for the strong man of the village to come in and beat them silly until their warm smile returns.
And this might sound barbaric, but it's a tradition.
Yeah.
And people have always done it, so it's fine.
That's totally fine. That's how traditions work.
Yep.
Doesn't matter how barbaric it
You
is.
punch that child who failed to smile warmly, you club that seal, whatever you need to do. Fight that bull. It's a tradition. You can get away with it.
Thanks, Reese.
No problem. That's how it works.
Dear listener, if you've been enjoying Wfucac, you can enjoy them all behind the paywall. We've got a special on the next 3 months.
Yeah, $4 for just Wfucac, $5 for all of the premium content that is wonderful,
Plus Wfucac.
plus Wfucac, and $7.50 where you get to become a special friend where you can chat with us in our private chat group on Patreon.
We've got a couple of chat groups now. We've got a Wfucac only chat group as well as a generalized chat group where we share ridiculous stories and images with each other. It's a lot of fun.
And yeah, lots of fun interaction. People sharing the stuff that we talk about and their own fun things that they've come up with. And
Yeah. No commitment. You can come on in for a month, listen to Wfucac, and then fuck right off if you want.
but please don't.
Please don't do that.
It's nice.
We like you.
It's nice when you stay. Yeah. It's nice when you keep paying on a regular basis. So,
Patreon.com/Canadian.
I got 4 kids. So,
You'll find it.
cool. So we'll see you tomorrow, everyone.
Goodbye.
I'm Ryan Reynolds, and just dropped in to say wonderful Wfucac to all you beautiful people.
Hi, gang. It's Martin from Ottawa. Just want to wish you all a happy Wfucac.
I'm Elon Musk, and I just dropped in to say wonderful Wfucac.
Greetings. My name is Tess Tickles, and I would just like to wish everyone a very wonderful Wfucac.
Like millions of Canadians, my family is excited. It's a time of year when things slow down a little bit. As we share a glass of good cheer with friends and colleagues, and as we celebrate those unique traditions that reflect Canada's diversity.
May all your hams be gas.
May all your ham be gas.
May all your ham be gas.
And please remember to take down grandma from the roof. Don't be like my neighbor, Kevin. His grandma was on the roof by the time Easter rolled around. So it looks really tacky. So don't be a Kevin, guys. Take down grandma. Bye.
Wish you joy, health, love, and peace this
Wfucac.